Hello there, and welcome to Whisper Wednesday, a new series where we're going to play games that are not action-packed or games that are not just bloody messes where we're going around murdering people constantly like we usually do. No, Whisper Wednesday is about relaxing. That's right, we're going to play games that are more about just kicking back, enjoying a nice puzzle game, simulation game, and today we're going to play something called The Witness. That's right. It's this new game that came out that I know nothing about, but it looks like a game that might involve relaxing and whispering. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this game. This is as much as I know about it. I mean, I saw the screenshots on the Steam store page, but I don't know much more than it's a first-person puzzle game. You launch the game, and this is where it puts you. So this is as far as I've gotten. You can't turn around, so you can't see what's behind you, which is interesting. But you can walk forward towards the light. Go towards the light. Appears to be some kind of door here. What is this? What in the world? What? Very, very strange. So I can go back. I can see my shadow. What's back here? I'm going into the darkness. Don't go into the darkness. Okay, it's nothing. Alright, so The Witness. I've sort of been following this game as far as I've watched a few videos of just world introduction, like a flyover of the world, and it looks amazing. I mean, the art style just looks incredible. These puzzles are not very hard. Oh, what's this? A revelation. Okay, so this is one of the things that kind of drew me to the game, is that the art direction, the art style, very highly stylized. And I love this stylization. This particular style of painterly kind of, almost like a Pixar movie is just, I love it. I mean, I love Team Fortress 2. It's kind of the first game that we saw it in. And man, this kind of art style is just breathtaking, beautiful. So we're going to explore around this nice little courtyard here. Already I'm seeing these wires that are kind of going around this particular area. Oh man, I would really like to just get on this sofa, take a nice long nap in this beautiful courtyard here. Oh. This looks slightly more challenging. Let's give this one a try. Now, it doesn't appear that you're being timed, but what happens if you get to a dead end? Nothing. You can't go that way. Alright. Can you go back on yourself? Yeah, you can. Okay. Well, let's pick the right way here. Wait a second. Ah, I see it. I see it. It's this way. Could we get to that bottom one if we really wanted to? I'm not sure that we can right now. Maybe later we'll have to unlock something. Alright, so this... I heard a door open behind me. We definitely see that this is powered now. I'm assuming you can go back and rewire it so that it hits the bottom one, but maybe you have to unlock something first. Alright, let's see if maybe we can find what that unlocked. It's clearly something behind here. We'll have to activate these two to access other areas, I assume. Oh man, I'm really excited to play this game. I'm really excited about Whisper Wednesday in general, but nice and relaxing. Okay, another puzzle. Looks like this may power that big gate over there. Some kind of crazy thing. What is that? Is that like light? Yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Let's go ahead and do this puzzle. Let's wire this one up if we can. Alright, we need to get to the top, it looks like. There's two different ways to go, though. And it looks like maybe I can't activate it from this side. So let's try this way. I think I might see a possible path, yeah. Now so far there's no indication that there's any kind of time or penalty to going the wrong way or taking too long on these particular puzzles, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's very... this whole thing is very zen-like right now. The sound is just... all you hear is like a nice breeze. The activation sounds on the puzzles are just very mellow. Okay, so it looks like we need to activate 3 separate puzzles in order to get through this force field. Alright, so let's follow these wires. And let's activate our other... oh, have a nice little seat here. Enjoy the breeze, nice cool day. Alright, so this wire goes over there. Maybe it goes to... ah, yes, it does. So this wire hooks into this machine. So we have to find the path to activate that lower panel. And I think I see it, but let's see, can I rewire? So instead of... okay, it's gonna make me start from the beginning. That's okay. That's okay. Whoops. If we wire it this way, and then instead of going to the obvious exit, we're going to go down. We're going to work our way around here, and we're going to go into this one here. Now I'm thinking that at some point we're going to have to come back here and activate this one again to open some kind of door further in. But we'll get there when we get there. We need to remember that that wire is there, though. Okay, let's find this third wire leading off from the force field. Ah, it's right here. Oh, and there's this one as well. You know what? Let's activate this one right now if we can. Let's get this one going. There it is. Alright. Now we will come back to this one, but I'm just curious to see what in the world is going on over here. Ah, okay. So it looks like we may have to power 2 sides of this one. Okay, let's do it. I see the ending. Okay, let's get there. This is very relaxing. These puzzles are not in any way stressful. It's just kind of a minor little mind game. Okay. Ah, okay. So this is gonna rewire. Yeah, and that should get us the last force field. Oh, there's a walkway here too. Just gonna briefly see. Okay, so you can walk along the top part of this. Yeah, it's, you know, there's in these kind of adventure games, or there's a lot of this areas that you can see but you can't get to yet, and you know that at some point later in the game you'll be able to access it. Very neat little game mechanic that's very rewarding later on, because you'll look down and you'll go, okay, yeah, I remember that place. I was on the other side of that. It gives a real sense of achievement. Alright, so we've activated all 3 of these locks. This puzzle's become available. This is different than the others. This is interesting. Let's take a look here. Now, is there any... okay, so you can't double back on yourself. I'm wondering if there's any benefit to the particular path that you take here. Alright, force field down. First major area complete, it looks like. We're following the path. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. It's almost like we were in some sort of prison. Okay, so it looks like you can... Can you run? Yeah. Oh, wait. So you can sprint around. Okay. Don't know if I want to sprint around, though. You know, I want to enjoy this world. It's very, very beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the money shot here. This is to show you that little area that you were in is part of a much, much bigger world. Very cool. I mean, there's so many areas that I want to explore right now. Like, what is that up there? Some kind of crazy... I don't know. It's an arch or something. Some kind of building. That, like, broken down fort over there looks fascinating. That dock. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Some sort of hatch. It's like a bunker almost. Let's take a look. Ah, a new kind of puzzle. Alright, so there's starter areas, but they seem to be blocked off. What are you can't go past these black things, so what is the... Why would you... Oh, okay. So the signal looks like it faded. Wait a second. Because I went through one of the black barriers, it cut the signal off. That didn't seem to work either. So let's see. What if we... Alright, so this appears to be a mechanic that isn't... Do you hear that? I think I hear something moving behind me. Some kind of electricity. Alright, there's a mechanic there that we don't understand yet. We'll come back to this. It's clearly another little thing that they want to let you know. Yeah, you can get through here eventually, once you understand why you're not able to access that door. Why the mechanic of the standard puzzle system doesn't appear to be working. Ooh, now what's this? Wow, broken down shed here. Another puzzle inside. Then there's this strange, like, almost like an archery range here. Like target setup. I'm really tempted to go up to that hill and just have another really good look around. Looks like some cherry blossoms or something over there. So many areas that just draw your eye to that you want to explore and take a look at. Okay, let's take a look at this. Is this some sort of teaching mechanic, maybe? Let's have a look. Okay. So is that trying to tell you that you can go through a black and a white box? Let's try this one. So I'm assuming if I go this way, it'll say no. Yes. Okay, so it is a teaching tool. Very cool. You have to go through to access. Okay, so that's explaining the rule. Alright. So how about this? Can I go through two blacks? So we have to go through this one. Do we have to go through that one? Ah, we do. Okay, so that's okay. Now how about here? So we can go through double black and double white. Would this work? No. Okay, so you have to access... Ah, I see. Okay. Alright. So if you have the ability, you have to go through every white and black crisscross. Right, so just see my progress here. Okay, so I've gotten through about half the rules of this particular puzzle. Alright, so we'll have to go through here. We'll have to go through here. And here, and here, and here. Now this should be good. Ah, yes. We're learning. We're learning the ways. Alright, so the final step here will have to be going through here. But we're going to have to cross all the white-black areas. And I believe that's all of them. Yes, it is. Very cool. Okay. Alright, so it's definitely getting more complicated now. It's trying to teach you that, yeah, okay, you may understand the concept, but this is the puzzle element. Okay. We're going to take the obvious path to start with. Okay. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky. So we have to cross it. Okay, we have to cross it here and here. And that should be good. Yes, okay. 2 more. We're getting there. Okay, let's see. Can we do this one quick? This seems like it's not an obvious path. Like, I'm going the initial obvious way, but that may not be the obvious solution. Let's take a look. We're going to have to cross here and here. Ah, yes, but we can't make that one yet. We have to leave one side open, and we do have to cross here as well. Now, how does this work? Can we... Now, we can't double up on ourselves, and can we go around? No, we can't enter from that side. So, what if we went up this way first, crossed these off, but then I've cut myself off there. Let's see. What if we went here, went back down, but then we lose this one? So this has to be done like this, I assume. It's getting trickier. It's definitely getting trickier. This won't activate because we haven't finished all these. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. If we... So this move has to be made. Or does it? Ah, no, wait. If we left this way open. Okay, let's not make it too complicated. Let's cross these off. Okay, so those are done. Now, if we go up this way, but then we cut ourselves off there. Ah, okay. Let's see. Let's try that again. Alright. So, this... Just gonna try this way here. And see... no, but we have to cross here, here, and here. Oh, but wait a second. Okay, wait a second. It's almost like if you isolate those areas, then you're okay. Then what if we did this? Ah, that one was cool. That one was pretty tricky. Alright, here's the hardest one of all, at least in the tutorial. Okay. So let's do something. Okay, so we can't go that way this time, so let's go this way. But there's no black there, so we don't actually need to cross certain areas. We just have to make sure that we can access this at some point. So let's go this way instead. And then go around here. Oh, what did I miss? I missed something. Okay. Let's see. We've got this one isolated. Okay. Now we have this one and this one that will need to be isolated. So I'll have to go this way eventually and end here. This has got to be the last move. But we have to cover our bases here and here first. I feel like this is the same move that I made last time, but that looks right. Yeah, that is right. So it's not the same. Alright. We've completed this particular puzzles tutorial. So white and black, you have to cover those particular areas. Very cool. So now I feel like we have the knowledge. We've gained the knowledge to go back to that like bunker and enter the bunker using that knowledge of the puzzle. But of course we're gonna have to come up here first. Just take a quick look on top of this hill. You can kind of see that thing off in the distance a little bit more clearly. Can't tell what it is yet. It's definitely an arch with something in the middle. Whoa, what is that? Oh, very cool. Ooh. Is this an alternate way into that bunker? Okay, we've got to try this out. Ah, I can't enter. That would have been really cool if we could have. It's almost like rewarding exploration. You can bypass the puzzle because you were curious enough to go on the other side of this hill. There's something crazy out there, though. It's almost like an abandoned boat dock in a desert area. Okay, we'll go check that out, but we're gonna have to... My curiosity's killing me. We're just gonna have to take a quick look. Ah, we can access this area, and we look down. Just a little while ago, we were saying to ourselves, oh yeah, it'd be pretty cool if we could see that, if we could get to that area and then look down on ourselves, and sure enough, here we are. Now, is there any advantage to hit this yet? Don't know. I'm sure it'll come into play later. Oh, what's that? Looks like there's something sitting on top of that there. Can I very carefully walk along this thing? No, it won't let me. Ah, but I see something there. And that device is very strange. There's definitely something sitting there. Maybe if we go around the other way, we can access that. Let's take a quick look. It might not be something that we need right now, but if there's a puzzle later on that requires us to access these areas, we'll have the knowledge that, oh yeah, that's where that thing was. Let's take a quick look. There's also this puzzle we need to switch the power on. I'm wondering where there's something there. Some kind of like back gate or something. I wonder if that's what opens. We heard a door open. Okay, I gotta take a look at this. It's almost like somebody has set up a little place to sit here, but what is that? It's almost like a card with like a sunflower or something on it, and there's a glass gem. Now, I haven't seen... Oh, what is this? It's almost like... Oh, okay, so that's the puzzle mechanic, but we haven't seen any way to pick any items up yet. Doesn't appear to be any UI. There's no inventory, which is, again, part of the relaxing... it just lets you take in the world. There's nothing to get in the way of the experience. Nothing that kind of breaks that fourth wall. Alright. So let's see if we can access this from this side. No, it doesn't appear so. Can we fall off? No. Alright, we'll come back to this. I'm sure that there's definitely something there. It's almost like a key card, or... it's even flashing. You can see it flashing there. It's definitely some kind of key card or little remote device or something. It's gotta come in handy later. Just doesn't seem to be any way. Oh wait, look.
I am standing on the threshold about to enter a room. It is a complicated business. In the first place, I must shove against an atmosphere pressing with a force of 14 pounds on every square inch of my body. I must make sure of landing on a plank, traveling at 20 miles a second around the sun. A fraction of a second too early or too late, the plank would be miles away. I must do this whilst hanging from a round planet head outward into space and with a wind of ether blowing at no one knows how many miles a second through every interstice of my body. The plank has no solidity of substance. To step on it is like stepping on a swarm of flies. Shall I not slip through? No. If I make the venture, one of the flies hits me and gives me a boost up again. I fall again and am knocked upwards by another fly, and so on. I may hope that the net result will be that I remain about steady, but if, unfortunately, I should slip through the floor or be boosted too violently up to the ceiling, the occurrence would be not a violation of the laws of nature, but a rare coincidence. These are some of the minor difficulties. I ought really to look at the problem four-dimensionally as concerning the intersection of my world line with that of the plank. Then again, It is necessary to determine in which direction the entropy of the world is increasing in order to make sure that my passage over the threshold is an entrance, not an exit. Verily, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a scientific man to pass through a door. And whether the door be barn door or church door, it might be wiser that he should consent to be an ordinary man and walk in, rather than wait till all the difficulties involved in a really scientific ingress are resolved. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
Very, very trippy. Arthur, I just want you to know, whatever you were on in 1927, I gotta get some of that. Alright. So, it looks like there's little hidden quotations around this island. We found one of them. I'm not sure if it's an achievement or if it's part of the puzzles. Alright, let's take a look over here. But it's definitely an interesting... Ah, yeah, here's where that wire comes out. It is to this gate. So, at some point, we need to find a way that we can change the power in there and still be able to get out. Can we access these puzzles remotely? Let's take a quick look. Because I feel if I change the... Yeah, I'm not close enough. If I change the trajectory of the power, I would lose... Oh wait, but those locks have been done. You know what? Let's drop down and let's give it a try. Okay, we do have to go around. But what's interesting about that is that the three power wires didn't power the gate itself. It powered the locks to allow you to unlock the gate. They were covering up the puzzle. So I think it's actually okay to reroute the power, because this puzzle's been done. See, here's the little latches that were covering it. There's definitely a theme of perspective going on here, which is interesting considering how like visual this whole game is so far. Okay, let's take a quick rewire. We're gonna go to the first obvious path here. And yeah, I can hear that door opening. Alright, now let's make sure that we can get back through the gate. We should be able to. Yes, we can. Alright. Now this may be just a little side hidden puzzle, but it's definitely interesting that you can do the little side quests like this early in the game. We're not sure if this leads to solving the entire puzzle of this island, but it's cool that these little things exist, that you can access these areas. Alright, we'll come back to that puzzle in a little while, but let's go check out our little side gate and see how it's doing. Check out what's over here. Alright. Now, an obvious connection this game has to games of the past is Myst. I mean, this is clearly inspired by Myst. You're trapped on what appears to be an island. I wouldn't say that I'm trapped. This island's fascinating. Well, you wake up on an island, and there's puzzles and intrigue and just breathtaking visual experiences just all around. This idea of monuments and tokens, you know, it's an essential part of PC puzzle games, and it all kind of comes from the Myst tree of game development. Ooh. Alright, so this was a long way around here, but it leads to something very interesting, a little puzzle here. There's some kind of huge fighting going on here. I want to sneak up behind these guys. Who are you? Hey, Raider Scum. Well, we know what to do with Raider Scum. Hi there. Hey, watch your back.